like obviously within your journey and just voicing, seeing everything that you experienced. What was your conclusion like? Or do you have a conclusion
about the journey?
Yeah.
From what I understand it to be, yeah, I do.
So if you like to voice it.
I believe it's all about one thing: glorifying God.
I give thanks and praise and appreciation.
And learning,
certain sure. Yeah.
Learning to communicate from your spirit, learning to become a higher being, and understanding that fuck everyone else. If they don't like this, if they don't like that, who the fuck cares? Do you understand? Because in the end, what they have to say don't matter. It's God you have to answer to. So don't let some, like, people looking at you in a certain way because you're behaving in a certain way, proper way, and they're like, oh, that girl, she's so like, she thinks she's so perfect. Or, do you know what I mean though?
Yeah, keep voicing. You know?
So it's like, you think I think I'm so perfect? Okay, that's it. I don't want to hear anything more. Me and you're not going to continue having conversation because I know where you're trying to come from with it. Do you understand? Yeah? Because when someone's saying it in a positive way and using your positive and making it seem like a negative. Do you know what I mean? Like if you have a positive, something positive about yourself.
Yeah.
That is positive.
Yeah.
And someone talks to you about your positive in a negative connotation to make it seem bad or not good. That positive that you have about you.
So that was a challenge, yeah?
Constant challenges, bro. I go through, like I tell you this. And life has been just challenges I've been going through.
No, that definitely. I seen and experienced that exact statement that you just said, where obviously that's where this position that you're confident in, it's being challenged, and where it may not.
And I didn't know that I was supposed to
shouldn't be
to
that
it.
position exactly. That shouldn't be the position which you feel like should be challenged.
Exactly. And so I've in my journey I was traveling a little bit without confidence, but still making the correct decisions, right? But it wasn't so confident because I didn't really know. And then on my journey coming, I just got reconnected with the word, and so that kind of solidified everything. So it's not just coming from me, it's not just ideas that I'm coming up with. There's a way to be, and that is the ultimate way to be, and it's there. So I can be confident in that. That's the word of God. So if I live as close to that as possible, no matter someone look at me I think I'm perfect by the manner in which I live in a righteous way. Do you understand? I don't care.
I understand. So I would say, knowing that, okay, alright, say if that's your strength and that's the confidence, and knowing that, okay, there is so much more that you want to explore, but because that stage, that confidence is being so much targeted, that it make you feel that, okay, let's just move on now. Like when as in journey through, when would you think to decide to go forward?
I think for me, and this is based on my experience, usually everything that I do, there is like the nature, my life tells me what's going on. My body tells me what's going on. I start speaking a lot, and like it tells me where I am, it tells me what I have to do, and then I'm like, right, okay, I have to do this, right? But usually everything, when I get to that place, everything, even the feeling of I need to leave, do you know what I mean? Because there's two types of I need to leave. There's always something like that, so it confuses you. So it confuses you. Is it me wanting to just go away or me having to move forward? Do you understand? So it always has like a fear aspect to it and a non-fear aspect to it. And sometimes we can get it confused and be like, I don't want to do that because it's going to mean that I'm trying to run away in a fearful way. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So we have to be able to discern from these things, but it's supposed to trick you, and it's not supposed to trick you. It's supposed to build your confidence so you can get the information quickly and understand and move forward and not dilly-dally about making decisions. You know what I mean? Like, as long as you stick to the positive, you know.
Yeah, I get you.
Fuck this other thing coming in your head trying to put some other notion in there.
Yeah, I get you.
But it's like people as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's not just your mind, it's not just internal, it's external.
Yeah.
So everything is trying to give you confirmation or evidence that it's correct. Do you understand?
Yeah, that is.
But it's an illusion.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? So it's just trying to be, because everyone, human people, they look for things outside of themselves, innit? That's how they operate with the world, innit? That's how they live, by operating outside, no? Their interaction and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, after they see that it benefits them inside.
Haven't you had a situation where you were in a situation and then every single person is coming up with some information that's pertaining to your situation? And because maybe I'm speaking to 10 people and these 10 people haven't spoken to each other, but each of these 10 people are giving me the same information. One person would be like, oh, that is the sign that it's correct, right? One person could say it's a sign that it's correct, right? The other person would be like, beware, there is something like something at play here, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because if it's correct, that's going to knock my confidence in a not positive way because I don't believe it to be correct or the information that everyone's giving me is correct. Do you understand? And if I took the information that they were giving me, it would knock my confidence because I know from my life and from everything, it's not so. So, and then, because it does that, it also does the opposite of what I think at the same time. But it's like, am I going with what I think? Or am I going with everything that's happened and every 10 person or 5 person saying the same thing to me who don't know each other? Think about it.
Yes, I'm saying, how do you go, if they're saying the same thing and they don't know each other, then what does that mean? What does that say?
Exactly. So, I told you that there's the 2 parts to it, the fear factor and the factor. Yes?
Good, yeah.
So, if you're going with that and be like, okay, my external world, right, is telling me something opposite than what my internal world believes. Yeah? Are you hearing me?
Yeah, that's a signal you're getting from the external world.
From the external world.
Yeah.
So it's telling me something other than what my internal world is believing. And I don't know if it's just projecting fear or, because as I said, everything here is happening out here. That is for certain.
Yeah, you're operating in the...
Everything, yeah, that's for certain.
In the
it's
external world,
like a universe that's turned inside out. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And the same thing's happening. It's like a computer that uses binary information, but it comes out in pictures, right? When a computer, the natural language of a computer is like 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and it means, and then when it comes out for us to see it in the external visual sensory way, it comes out maybe like a picture or a number or equation or something like that, right?
Yeah, we're participating in the external world, so...
Exactly, but we're seeing the thing, aren't we? We have to see the information or else we won't be able to read it, so we have to participate with the actual machine and the information that it's giving.
Yeah, but we are actually in the actual...
Yes,
we're in it, we're in the series.
Exactly. So for me, it's always like this, right? That's how I see the world. So I know that there's something going on, blah, blah, blah. So if I listen to this, to what these 5 people are saying, it's completely opposite than what I believe. And so the opposite of what I believe is what these 5 people are saying.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah, from your experience
exactly.
of the external world.
Exactly. So for me, my option is, do I accept what they're saying, right? Or do I stick to what I know?
In terms of what it do for you.
Exactly. Exactly.
in terms of what
Exactly.
what
It would do ill for me, and this would only do positive for me. Does that make sense?
So that's your conclusion of
Fear.
what?
Fear doesn't give you positive things, no matter
No,
if.
I'm saying
Mhm.
it may come across as, like you say, those that two senses. It could be something for you to go forward with, or it could be just something for you to just ignore, innit?
But I've lived it, and it's been proven that I should ignore it.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you understand?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
thank you very much for this conversation.
Yeah, yeah.
I've lived it, and it's proven to me that I should ignore it. It's not like I'm sitting in a bed of roses, or
I get what you're
do you
saying.
know what I mean? Like, but my life has.
That's a good thing. Yeah, I know what you're saying. If you lived it and experienced it,
Yeah.
that means what's external.
Yeah, but you have to know it also before, and then you will live it.
It's just like I say. So, for instance, for you to bring it up, it's just you just recall that memory. So like remember we was discussing, and that from the conversation, that the memory of that confidence that you just put out.
Yes.
You remember that, okay, all right. For me to get this clear over to what we're discussing is that that memory for you living it, you felt much better to emphasize it.
Yes, yes.
Because it's something that you have experienced.
Yes,
so you just show that everyone else, okay, the description or the.
It's a good conversation. Thanks for having it,
it's
man.
It's a certain show, man.
Yeah.
So it's like, for instance, yeah. So what people are displaying and what they're saying, because you have lived it. Again, what they're saying is not again the best the best to go forward in your interest. It's just something that again they're saying from their own parts, but you have actually lived it. Not as something that you're thinking about, but but so you can actually make the best decision for yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I agree with that.
Yeah, you're always constantly getting information being fed to see where it's going. So that's when you stay with not as confident as possible.
So exactly from there. So don't you use now remember because it from what I mentioned. So from that confidence that they're highlighting.
Confidence is the energy, bro.
From what they're highlighting. And it's what create that challenge because they have highlighted for you to challenge you. So they highlighted the confidence to challenge you in that confidence.
Exactly.
But that is already your confidence because it's already your experience.
Exactly.
So I was saying, so to go forward now, because you don't want to stick with that confidence because you already experienced it. It's already something that no one can really.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Developed you because you already developed one. So now how you move forward,
the next part continues because there was always going to be a next part, and the part is me being confident by everything, taking the confidence of everything with me.
So is it all right? Exactly. So is it that now that confidence that has been challenged? Is it for like you say that two signals? You now, because you're going forward now, because that confidence is like your the basis
exactly.
of
So it's
your
like
strength.
so the positive of that, the positive of that, the conclusion that you got of that is like locked in a box, put in the circuit of confidences that you have. Do you understand? Right. So now remember that missing piece, maybe lock and loaded.
Go ahead.
Do you know what I'm saying anyway?
Yeah, sure.
So for me, I know like the time is coming and everything. Do you know what I mean? Because I know my time. My body tells me a lot. Do you know what I mean? Like everything tells me a lot about like the next phase or the next time. It's like a gut feeling, you know? You know what's going on sometimes. And you can think it's fear because fear and that they can be similar feelings. You know what I mean? But I know because of that confidence, it's just a signal that like my season, like the season of the earth right now is about to change. My season is changing right now.
All right.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
There's a time for everything, right? A time to sow and a time to reap.
Yeah, so that challenge strengthen your confidence to go on to the next confidence, which
Which will
like
have
I
a
said,
challenge.
Yeah, which will have a challenge.
Of course,
yeah.
for you to build upon
That's true.
for you to build upon it. Do you understand?
Yeah, give thanks and praise and
Give thanks and
appreciation.
praise.
It's the Saturday show.